You say that for creating a dialogue, you don't have to surrender to your identity as long as you do not consider it an absolute truth. Is it really possible for people who are not academicians to make a difference between culture and the interpretation of culture?
No, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying it's a social construct. It could be faith. It could be believing in God. It could be religion. It could be culture. The question is not the way you look at it as if it's a social construct. It's for you, it's an absolute truth. The question is, what does your truth say about the truth of the other? If it's a dogmatic way of dealing with you, yourself and what you believe, this is where you transform the other as a potential danger. But if you understand that in your truth there is a space to pluralism, to diversity, to listening to other, to learn from the other, this is why you change this. And this doesn't mean that you have to be sophisticated in your mind. You just to have an open mind. It's just to understand that diversity is a richness. Diversity is a human legacy that you have and a human destiny that you have to reach. It's an ideal. So, no, I would put it in a very simple way. In fact, in order to know better yourself, learn from the other. So in fact, I can only say I when I can say you. And this is very simple, but this is the starting point of living together. And it doesn't mean that you have to compromise on your belief, but just not to dismiss the beliefs of the other.
Thank you. Just a small follow-up. Is then easier for people pertaining to different religion to understand each other? Because I was wondering, an atheist and every sort of religious man may have very different worldview, or maybe I'm wrong.
No, it has nothing to do with your belief. I can have even deep problems to deal with my own fellow Muslims. And I can have, he's an atheist, but he's closer to me than many Muslims. He's my brother in humanity, much more than others could be my brothers and sisters in Islam, but I don't, they are literally dogmatic. The one with whom you can't talk is the dogmatic mind. Okay. Dogmatic mind means not only I believe in the truth, but truth belongs to me. And at the end, you can be an atheist, an agnostic, a Hinduist, a Buddhist, a Jew, a Christian, a Muslim, and be dogmatic. So the question is the way you believe and not the fact that you believe.